Hi and welcome to Whisky Shared. You're watching my review of the Scotch Malt Whisky Society 41.140. I'm Toby and you're watching Whisky Shared. Welcome to my review of the Scotch Malt Whisky Society bottle 41.140. What I thought I'd do is I'd give you a summary of my first year's membership of the Scotch Malt Whisky Society and let you know if I think it's good value and what I got out of it, and maybe whether or not you should take up a subscription yourself. So I've been a member for 1 year, and in that 1 year I've purchased 4 bottles plus one that I got as part of my joining pack, which is this 41.140. If you're not familiar with the way Scotch Malt Whisky Society works, you join as a member for £65 for 1 year, and as part of that you get access to the club's vast collection of bottles. Pretty much all of their bottles are Scotch whisky, hence the Scotch Malt Whisky Society name, and all of them pretty much are single cask whiskies. Their whiskies have a distillery code, which is the first numbers before the dot, and a cask number, which are the numbers after the dot. So in this case, my bottle that I got as part of my subscription is 41, that's the distillery, and 140 is the cask. When you join, you get access to their bottles, as I've suggested. You also get a pin badge, you get access to their online magazine, and you also get access to their bars. There's several around the country, but predominantly in London and Scotland. You also get access to partner bars around the country and around the world. So, is it worth it? So when I joined for my £65, I got this bottle of whiskey. They don't always give you a bottle of whiskey when you join, but they do have offers from time to time, so it's well worth looking out for those offers. This particular whiskey was £57, and it's a single cask, as I said most bottlings from the Scotch Malt Whisky Society are. It's 56.5% ABV. It's a 12-year-old Speyside, and it's called Raindrops on pine cones. This particular whiskey, the 41, denotes it's from the Dailuaine distillery, and the codes can be found online, but SMWS don't actually give away which distillery belongs to which code. They do that on purpose because they like you to pick a whiskey based on its flavour profile rather than the distillery it comes from. Should we find out what it tastes like? On to the whiskey. So before I start nosing and tasting, let's have a quick look at the colour. I'd say that's like a deep gold. This particular whiskey has been in an ex-bourbon cask, and it is unchill filtered and natural colour. Let's start with the nose. Right, so the first thing I get is like burnt sugar. I'm getting some candle wax. There's some milk chocolate, and there's some like old wood, and there's also some red apple. Let's move on to the palate. Yeah, so this has a really nice mouthfeel. There's some chocolate immediately, which is nice. There's malted barley, and there's a big hit of charred oak. Really is dominant on the palate. Let's have another sip. Yeah, so that chocolate is building up now. It really is nice, really is nice and sweet, but not overly sweet. I'm also getting some green apples, and I'm getting some pastry, a little bit of cinnamon. Reminds me a little bit of apple strudel, which is really, really tasty. In terms of finish, I've got those apples, I've got some dry wood, some vanilla, some cereal like oats and biscuit, and I'd say the finish is sort of medium long. This is quite drinkable without water, but I'd say having tried it with water, it does work quite well. It does take water really well. It doesn't take away much from the palate, but it does take a little bit of the sort of spiciness that you might get from a single cask strength whiskey. In terms of value, well, as I said, I paid £65 for my year's membership and got this included in the price. And not living directly anywhere near any of their bars or partner bars, I didn't see that as a reason why I'd take up the membership. I saw this as buying a bottle of whiskey pretty much and getting the membership for a few quid more. Sorry for the interruption, but my camera just died. As I was saying, I didn't see this as a £65 membership. I saw it as a bottle of whiskey plus a membership for a few pounds more. I think the bottle itself is tasty. I think it's good value, but obviously you don't necessarily know when you're getting a bottle with a deal like this if the whiskey itself is any good. You can only hope it suits your palate. If you do live near any of the partner bars or the SMWS venues, then maybe the membership is worth its money. But I didn't see it as that because, well, I didn't think I'd visit those venues. It's worth looking out for deals and waiting for those bottle offers like I did. But if you do decide that you want to join, I'll put a link in the description to the SMWS. There's a referral code there and you get 20% off when you sign up for a membership. If this sounds of interest, then please take a look. And if it doesn't for whatever reason, I'll see you for my next review. Sauncher.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, why not give it a like or a comment? And please consider subscribing for more videos like this.